How many hours of sleep do you usually get in one night? If you are thinking a number that's less than 8, then you might be experiencing symptoms that are related to sleep deprivation. Are you fatigued? Are you not able to concentrate in class? Are you having a really hard time memorizing the material for that test tomorrow? Well, it's probably because your brain is way too tired to retain any of the information. You're not alone. This is a problem that nearly 60% of all college students experience every day. And it's not just kids our age that spend the day snoozing away. It's almost 33% of adults that aren't getting enough sleep either. This problem is even worldwide, and it ranges from kids in middle school through adulthood. Today, my goal is to convince you that new favorite Netflix show or cramming for your test tomorrow is probably not worth the effects that sleep deprivation can have on your performance, your mind, and your body. Not getting enough sleep is something that society as a whole really struggles with. One way sleep deprivation is affecting college students is by truly making their grades suffer. Scientists explain that you might not be seeing promising results from cramming all night because your body isn't getting the time that it needs to reorganize and re-energize itself for the next day. During your sleep cycle, your brain takes the time to organize all the new information it learned and basically store it away. If you didn't get that sleep you need, your night spent behind a computer screen did you no good at all. Students usually fall into a pattern that is commonly known as sleep debt. For example, you stay up all night to study for a test in hopes that you can get a nap in the next day or go to bed early, only to be kept up by another assignment. So ultimately, it's a cycle of falling behind in sleep. Another effect of sleep deprivation you probably didn't realize is the long-term effects it can have on your body. Studies have shown that kids who frequently get less than the recommended amount of sleep, which is about 7 to 8 hours for college students, are more at risk to develop cardiovascular disease, get sick, gain that freshman 15, and fall ill. So if you weren't too worried about what effect that sleep deprivation can have on your grades, then maybe you'll be concerned about what it can do to your body. Many college students spend so much of their time being sick and gain a few extra pounds, even if they're eating correctly. It's all due to their lack of sleep. Here's how this happens. The less sleep you get, the more your body produces a stress hormone that is known as cortisol, which in turn increases your appetite. While you're tired and stressed, as many college students are, your body produces serotonin to try and calm you down. The way your body knows how to react to this is by eating foods that are high in carbs and fat. Ultimately, it is just a domino effect. You're depriving your brain of sleep and it has to cope. And that's not all of it. When you're tired, your body begins to be unable to digest the sugary foods that you crave when you're stressed. So your mitochondria can't digest it without the energy it needs, and so they begin to shut down. This leads to increased levels of blood sugar. And that's not all of it. There's even more. Not being able to stay awake boosts your levels of ghrelin, which tells you when you're hungry. So in a study of about 30 sleep-deprived individuals that was conducted by the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, showed that the sleep-deprived individuals ate on an average of 300 more calories per day than people who got enough sleep. You've probably all been told numerous times that you should just turn your phone off at night or go to bed early to reduce sleep deprivation. While those might seem like easy fixes, sometimes it's not that simple. Time management and motivation are things that college students really truly lack, and together they're not a good combination. Many people who don't get enough sleep each night claim it's because they couldn't fall asleep or they couldn't stay asleep. There are many ways to ensure that you're getting a good amount of sleep each night. One is to focus on minimizing your amount of sleep debt. This is a really good way to catch up on those nights you maybe spent out or spent up on a homework assignment. Finding times throughout your day to catch a 20-minute nap or going to bed early can make a huge difference in your concentration levels and energy levels. The second way you can maximize your amount of sleep and quality sleep is being really cautious of your phone and computer usage at night. By cutting off your phone and computer about 30 minutes before bed can make a huge difference. Because of the blue light that is emitted by your computer and phone screen, it really reduces the amount of melatonin your brain produces, which keeps you up and alert. As hard as it is, turning that phone and computer off can show great benefits to your sleep cycle and make it way easier to fall asleep at night. So I hope that I've really changed your mind about your sleep cycle, and I hope I've convinced you to at least attempt to make a change in your sleeping habits. As college students, I know we're under a lot of stress. Some have jobs, you have to maintain a social life, grades, and some have to keep up with the sport. Sleeping has probably been pushed to a third or fourth priority to you, but I hope that you can maybe sacrifice that hour of Netflix and get to bed a bit earlier to improve your overall quality of life. Thank you.